So the ongoing story of the 3 policemen that were allegedly killed by the Nigerian soldiers is taking a new turn as different and new evidences are coming out every single day. However, the Nigerian Army recently said that the police officers who were fired in the Taraba state were mistakenly done by the they were targeting the kidnappers instead.
3 police officers who were on duty to pick up a kidnapped kingpin in Ibi in Taraba state were not mistakenly, according to the papers, with the evidence that we've seen now, were deliberately gunned down so that this kidnapped kingpin could be released. They had arrested him, they had handcuffed him and also chained his legs and were transiting to the state capital and from there to Abuja with him when they were deliberately gunned down to be stopped. 3 of them were killed, 1 survived. He practically had to crawl for his life and was saved by the villagers who gathered around when they saw that, you know, they were being shot. They thought they were actually kidnappers. The army of the military squad who shot them down were spreading word that they were kidnappers, and, you know, the villagers had gathered to see. So that was what saved the one who survived. Now, immediately it happened, the media went straight to work and we started calling on the president to investigate and do the needful. And then the president put together a panel to investigate this, which even bothered me because I expected the court martial to immediately be able to investigate. They're empowered like that to do that. But then they put up a panel to investigate. And thankfully, the police, as a security outfit, were angered by this. They did their work quickly. Due diligence. They did it diligently. They traced phone calls. They traced everything. They got 191 chats between a military officer, a senior military officer, and a kidnapped kingpin, suggesting collaboration during crime activities, suggesting even, you know, betraying other big people's security within the country.
Betraying his own colleagues.
And betraying his colleagues. And this particular military officer also commands a certain clique within the police. Now, yesterday's Vanguard broke my heart totally because the detailed report that the Vanguard gave included the fact that after killing the officers, this military officer also called on the DPO within EB to get the keys to the handcuff that was on this kidnapped kingpin. The keys to the handcuff we were not able to find. He got the DCO to tear out the records because when the police officers come into town, they need to sign in and state exactly what their assignments are within. This were the IGP's tax team on kidnap. And when they come into EB, of course, they are not within that constituency. They will have to sign in. That record had been spread around. They had wired it around Taraba State and including that area. The DCO officer was able to tear out that one within his own police station. Yes, the DPO couldn't find the key, and then they got a welder, a local welder, put a gun to his head. He took off this handcuff by, you know, by other means, under duress by other means, and a kingpin was able to escape. Now, we've been able to establish that the 9th Battalion were behind this. We've been able to establish that they had already arrested a kidnapped kingpin, and the officers who arrested him were killed while he wasn't found there. The villagers were stating, their own witness account was that they saw him being lifted. Even the surviving officer said they saw them lift a man in handcuffs into another vehicle, and they drove away with him. Now, somebody is at large. That's an established fact. We are looking for Wadume. This kidnapped kingpin, we are looking for him. We can't find him. The officer has been picked. The police officers that, you know, have collaborated with him over the years in carrying out these kidnaps have been picked. Yeah. And now the military is issuing us a statement, like you know, we don't have thinking that it was a mistaken.
Okay, so thank you for itemizing.
They even blamed the police. They didn't just, they blamed the police, saying the police didn't tell them, didn't inform them before coming. So the news that they heard was that they were kidnapped. They had kidnapped one Mr. Hamisu or something.
Okay, let me put this conversation in proper perspective, because thank you, Nima, for giving us itemizing the facts that is already available for us. Now, the question now is, we want to ensure that justice is served. We want to ensure that the families of these victims get justice. And we are also, Nigerians seem to be afraid that because this is an army-related issue, at some point these guys might get a soft landing. So we are trying to keep the conversation ongoing so we see and we observe that indeed justice is served. So in your own view, what do you think should be done at this point? Now that we have the facts, Wadume is still at large. Okay. Certainly they're going to be looking for him. But do you think the army is responsive enough? Do you see that? Do you feel that what they're doing is actually going to get us the justice that we require?
I suspect. I don't think so. I don't think so. I know that the army, it's common with the security officials. They always like to cover up for themselves. Yeah. They are supposed to be the ones protecting us. So for any time that they fail in that responsibility, the only thing you want to hear is it was a mistake, it was accidental, it was this, it was that, just as a way of protecting themselves and still making us trust them. But as it is, if they don't come out make it transparent enough for us to see everything that they are doing to fight this case, we will not be able to trust them. I remember the Inspector General, I want to call his name, Michael Ogbizi, for the person in charge of the criminal investigation, who went to the police, the station that incident happened, where they made the reports, for him to see where they logged in and everything, they were missing papers, everything was torn out. So this is a clear case of people trying to cover up what their people have done. So I think we should, I believe that by now they will be searching for Wadume. Wadume is at large. Right. I also want them to tell us step by step what they are doing to the officers who have been arrested already. We want to see it, not tell us we are investigating, we are working on it. We want to see step by step. We want to see the prosecution happen.
I beg, my sister, let me just help you. When 400 million was missing under Army's watch, they arrested wife before. They carried somebody's wife. Now you have in your custody police and army officers who clearly took an order to kill Nigerians who sacrifice their security and lives every day to protect us. They carried them, and now we're having a 2 weeks extension. I suspect delay taxes, because this panel is asking for another 2 weeks for people that you have already picked up, who should already be in trial.
And to digress a little, I think we have to make sure that those officers who were killed, they get justice. One,
very important.
Their families are taken care of. Because it happens too often that policemen that die in service,
on active duty.
Their families are not taken care of.